Like, share, subscribe on all platforms. Cloud Hoops Consumer YouTube channel, IG page, Cloud9 underscore talk on IG, TikTok as well. What's going on? What's going on? It's another episode of College Hoops Weekly with yours truly, Coach Cloud. We got a lot of big games to talk about. We got Duke, North Carolina coming up tomorrow. Number 1 and 2 best players in the conference. Caleb Wilson versus Bozier. That's gonna be a big one. We're gonna get into that. We got St. John's versus UConn, top of the Big East class. See who the best team in the Big East this year is. So it's gonna be a jam-packed weekend, man. As far as good hoops and let's just see who the best team's playing right now, man. But man, I want to get into some coaching firings. Some guys that's on the hot seat, man. Hot seat coaches. Syracuse, Red Autry. That man been on a hot seat since he got the job. It's hard to replace a legend like Jim Larinaga and recruiting at a high level, but he's not getting it done on the floor as far as winning games that he needs to win. Can't lose a pick, can't lose 4 straight, especially in your third year and trying to win the program. 120 games your first year, that's good. Then make the tournament. But this year, this is the make or break year for you. So, hopefully we see he can turn around, have a good ACC tournament. But Red Autry, they got fans calling in for his job. And, to his face, though, Reddit, it's getting real upstate New York, though. So, Syracuse used to winning a lot of games for a lot of years. And, Coach Boeheim had that going for a long, long time. And Red Autry, he played under Coach Boeheim, and you gotta win these games, So kind of look for that job to be opened up. Maybe who knows? Hopefully they get up to a good start. Like I said, in this month in March, as far as trying to get on the bubble, having knock off a good. They lost by North Carolina by 10, but was down 30 at one point. So he has to do better. Wes Miller and Cincy. It's always a hype every year with the off season with him. Oh, we did this well in the portal class. We got this player, but he's not getting it done in the Big 12. He's always in the bottom half of the Big 12. That's not good, especially at Cincy. Cincy's a historic powerhouse, not just in the Midwest, but nationally. From the Bob Huggin days, from the 1960s, you got Oscar Robertson. A lot of great players that played for the UC Bearcats. Sorry about that, Bearcats. And he's not winning on the court for his expectations. He's probably a good guy, nice coach and all that. But you're here to win games, so maybe he needed. You're looking to get some pros or something like that, or call Claude, who's consulting, will hook up with a player. But Wes Miller definitely has to do a better job. Lost to West Virginia yesterday, so the pressure is on for him to win. Most definitely it is. All right, Jeff Capel at Pitt. This team is barely scoring 50 points in the season right now. So he definitely has to turn it around, man. I think it's time to go clean house. Time to give like a mid-major coach a job or a top assistant from a Power 5 job, Power 4 job or something. Because like I said, he's not getting the job done. He has some good momentum last couple of years as far as, getting NBA guys, but he's not getting to the tournament. And he's just not a good product, They beat Ohio State back-to-back years off the buzzer beater, but that's not going to get to the tournament. Ohio State can barely get in the tournament. So, for finding a good resume win. So, with that being said, Jeff Cable, you are on the hot seat. Now, let's go to the Big East. Providence, Kim English. That man, his seat is getting hotter and hotter there. Right now, currently the worst in the Big East right now with only 2-7. And that lost to old Providence coach Ed Cooley. Now at Georgetown, that was hard. That hurt him right there. I think that put the nail in the coffin right there for the fans, and just for the administration. Like, I think we hired the wrong person for the job. Shout out to Coach Phil, one of my mentors when I was at Fordham. Learned a lot over him. Used to work with him every day. But Kim English, he's not really doing a good job since his first year at Providence, and he has to do better. That's all I'm gonna say with that. Arizona State, Bobby Hurley. He got to do a better job as well, man. He's on the hot seat, and I feel like he's on the hot seat every year. But I think this is his last year. Maybe he need to reset and just find somebody else to take the realms. He's been there for about 11 years, long time. I think it's the time. It's time to just get off with a fresh start, though. So right there is the current coaches on the hot seat. It's gonna be a lot of many jobs coming. It's gonna be open like a revolving door. So definitely pay attention to that. All right, all right. I want to get into the top overall seeds right now. So far, March Madness is coming almost a month away from Selection Sunday. About 4 or 5 weeks away from Closing Sunday, so it's gonna get real interesting. But here's my top four overall seeds in the NCAA tournament. Michigan, they just beat Penn State 69 to 110. So of course I got them beat Gonzaga about 40. Arizona, number one team, haven't lost a game yet. They're a well-oiled machine. Might be the number one overall seed between them, Michigan, Illinois, another Big Ten team. They are going to be. I think they're going to have a chance if they do pretty well in the Big Ten tournament. They can win the get a number one overall seed too as well. And Gonzaga, they're going to get a number one seed. They're like on a 15-game winning streaks, maybe 16 since they. Oh, never mind. They just lost to Portland. I take that back. Sorry about that. But I still think they're number one overall seed though. Best team out the West for sure. Maybe Iowa State, maybe Houston can sneak in there and get that one seed. But those are my top four one seed so far right now though. All right. Let's get into it. Mid-major freshman of the week goes to Leroy Bloughton, Jr., Toledo, freshman out of Ohio, averaging 16 points per game, 4 assists, and most off 41% from three. This guy's been killing it all year. Freshman guard, killing the MAC. The MAC is a top 15 conference in Kim Pond. So be a little lookout for him in the MAC tournament. And Toledo, they play high power offense, get downhill, but shooting 41% and distributing the ball at a high level. Hey, that man is playing good basketball right there. And kudos to him, man. So just keep continuing to do the thing, man. That Toledo coach, he's been putting guards in and out the league. So he got two of them, man. So shout out to that Toledo coach. We don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's a hell of a coach. And we're gonna see how he does finish out the rest of the year. Maybe he's one of them guys, them Power Four schools, pick up in the tournament to try to, pick up in the portal season and try to, see what they can do as far as how they can bluster his career. But he will get paid. Someone will offer him a lot of money though. So Leroy, you've been balling, man. Okay. Mid-major player of the week goes to Corey Mincy. George Mason, the Presbyterian transfer, is coming in hot in the A10. Had them. They only lost 2 games so far this year. They're currently 21-2. He's averaging 16 points per game, 3.4 assists and 4 rebounds per game. So he's doing it all on all parts of the game for the Patriots. George Mason, they're another team that can win the A10. So let's see how they can do. Recuperate after that loss to Duquesne most recently. But Corey Mincy looking like an all first team A10, maybe player of the year. Who knows? Interesting to see though, man. But shout out to Corey Mincy. Speaking of mid majors, let's get into the mid major top games of the week. We got Dayton versus VCU. Give me VCU in this game. Dayton's been struggling versus good teams. They just beat St. Bonaventure at home, but they lost 4 straight, lost to 30 by St. Louis. So let's see how UD can bounce back. This is a big game for UD though, but VCU came in last year with Matt Shugula, Phil Russell, and they came in and beat UD Arena last year, so that was a good game. So let's see how that turns out Friday night, man. I love 18 games on Friday. It's just a good atmosphere, good TV game, good conference recognition to have a standalone game on ESPN or CBS Sports Network to just have like teams like these caliber programs. These teams could be easily be in a Power Four conference like the Big East or the ACC, Big 12. So these schools got the budget, and let's see how these two teams collide in the A10 Friday night. Bradley versus Northern Iowa. That should be a good game. Give me Bradley in this game. But Northern Iowa's been a hot team in the Missouri Valley, though, for sure. George Washington versus Duquesne. Give me George Washington in this game. I think George Washington need to bounce back versus Duquesne. Duquesne been hot, though. They've been having some good wins, though. One on the water forward them. Just beat George Mason. Excuse me. Then you got Sunbelt versus the MAC Conference Challenge. Late in the season, February. Our first game, you got Akron versus Troy. Troy was the top of the conference. They dropped 3 games recently, but They went to the tournament last year, so this is basically two conference championships going at it right now. Akron versus Troy, so definitely tune in this game. This is going to be a good game. So give me Akron in that game, like Akron. But I won't be surprised if Troy came back though to win. Though they definitely need that game to turn around their season though, as far as getting back on the right track to get into that tournament once again. Shout out to Theo Singh. Miami, Ohio, the ranked 23rd team in the nation on the 23-game win streak goes into West Virginia versus Marshall. Give me Miami, Ohio. But I won't be surprised if Marshall win because Marshall was a really very good team with Jalen Sears. And they got a big Van Horn, 7-4. He's going to be hard, though. But Miami, Ohio, they're showing why they're the top 25 team. Been winning a lot of close games. Listened to an interview with Coach Steele earlier today, and he's talking about we're trying to get back to, closing out, getting to get stopped defensively because teams is going to give you the best shot every game because you're the number one on the call sheet, number one team as far as when you go into the gym, not in the nation, but as far as mid-major, this is the best mid-major team right now in the nation, and teams are going to give you their best shot. So let's see. Miami, we've been covering all year with them, so let's see what they're about though so far. Most definitely, it's going to be a good game. Jalen Sears, he's capable of shooting 6 to 7 threes in one game. That's how they can shoot the ball. But Peter Suber, Brent Briers, Alar Elam, Luke Skyjack. It's gonna be some good tests for them, man. Good road. They're road warriors though. So let's see. Buffalo versus South Alabama. This is a Cloud Hoops consultant. Follow that on all platforms, by the way. That's gonna be a good game. Got my guy Daniel Freitag currently averaging 20 points a game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds right now. Then you got my guy Jaden Cooper. These two guys right here, they might be guarding each other though. But South Alabama, uh, they play this funky zone. But my guy Jaden Cooper, he gets downhill, kind of have like a baby Lou Will game. Strong body guard, looking like he could play running back or linebacker. But he's physical, stop on a dime, and he's been shooting the hell out of the ball lately. Though currently shot 3 for 5 from three recently. Versus App State on the road, had finished with 16. Daniel Freitag, this guy can go off for 30 anytime though. So these two is a key matchup. You got Chaz Harris for South Alabama too, but Buffalo needs this game though. So let's see how this turns out. This is the Cloud Hoops consulting game right here. Got two of my guys going against each other in February. So this is gonna be interesting. I'll be tuned in, get my popcorn ready. So this is mid-major games, right? This is why we call these games mid-major, the games of the week, top games of the week. And all right, the last game of the Sun Belt versus MAC Interconference Challenge, BG Bowling Green versus Arkansas State. This should be a good game. Bowling Green and Arkansas State were both super teams to win in their conferences as well. They can make a run. Give me Bowling Green in this game. They need this game for far as a resume blosser though. So I like that for sure. And that. All right. We got that. So this matchup coming up, Caleb Wilson versus Cam Boozer, top 5 draft picks going against each other. Now the keys to this matchup is going to be very, very interesting though. Let's see who's going to stay out of foul trouble. I feel like they both going to be guarding each other. They're both former teammates. They both won a Peach Jam title together, both from Florida. It's going to be a very athletic, but I like to see how Cam Boozer go against somebody that's more athletic than him, that's just as skilled as him as far as just putting the ball in the basket. Not as polished. See, skilled and polished are two different things. Polished means he's efficient, gets to his move on time. Skilled means you can have all the skills in the world. That's just part of your bag. But being polished, he knows when to do it. He's a pro's pro. So I think it's gonna be a good game. I think Caleb Wilson's gonna really turn heads. Not being biased as a Tar Heel fan, but I just feel like this is gonna be an interesting game to see how these two giants collide. Both play the same position, both defensively sound, both can rebound. So it's just better. It's just who all wants it more, and who all's guards as well can help them hit threes when they kick it out. So this is going to be a good big time matchup. We don't usually see these matchups. We've seen as far as a big to big, high level young guys just guarding each other and going out against each other. And this is Duke Carolina, the best sports rivalry in America on a basketball and a hardwood court. And I got Carolina in this game. Obviously, as a Carolina, I think Duke's going to take their second loss of the season. So let's see how this pans out. All right. So let's get to the teams of the week. Oklahoma State beats BYU. Oklahoma State currently is 16-6. I said it earlier. This team is a real deep team. Coach Stutz, he did it pretty well in his transfer portal. He got Anthony Roy. He had 30 on BYU. Christian Coleman from UAB. Jalen Curry had 18 off the bench from UMass. This team is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I got them in the tournament. I think they're going to be a really, really good team. So shout out to Oklahoma State. Georgetown, they started 1-7. Eric Cooley was like, we blessed to be in the position. And he's been busting since that busting. They've been on a 4 to 5 game win streak in the Big East, though. So shout out to the coach Cooley. Battle University, got that win versus old school from Rhode Island, won Providence. And, that's what he do. Good coaches find a way to win. On the road, neutral, at home, find a way to win at all times. St. Louis, they've been doing their thing. A lot of people ain't been talking about them. Coach Josh Stokes, he's been buying his rings after the big win that you did. A lot of people smack his head, buying shots, blue moons, all that, good stuff, man. He's doing a hell of a job. Might be looking for a new job after this, man, as far as one of them bigger schools with a nice budget. I want to take them along and show you can win it at a school like St. Louis. Can't beat that at all. Yeah. Shout out to Santa Clara, 8-game win streak. They just won 20 games or 20-5 right now. Shout out to my boy Sass G, going crazy off the bench, reserve. So with that being said, I think they're going to be a sleeper to win the WCC tournament. I know this is Gonzaga's last year in the tournament until they go to the Pac-12, so it'll just be St. Mary and Santa Clara. So St. Mary's, they lost to St. Clair at home. On the road. So this is going to be interesting to see how this shapes out the last couple weeks in the WCC with that, though. But I like Santa Clara, man. They probably could win the tournament, versus Gonzaga. Wouldn't be shocked at all. NC State, Will Wade got them boys playing good basketball. They're on an 8-game win streak. Started out 1-2. Now they're just, clipping off guys on the road, doing pretty well, playing good basketball. Shout out to Will Wade. Kansas got 2 big wins back-to-back. Beat BYU at home. Then they just beat Texas Tech at the buzzer on the road. So, Darren Peterson and company starting to gel together. This look like it could be a Final Four sleeper, kind of make a Danny Manning 1988 run with like he did in Kansas years ago. So pay attention to them Jayhawks. They finding ways to win. Yeah. And Illinois on top of the Big Ten. I think they got the best team in the Big Ten right now. Michigan is Michigan. Purdue is Purdue. But Illinois, they're deep. They got a lot of talent. Got pros on that team. Keaton Wagner, we don't talk about him enough. He can drop 28 to 40, 30. He's a scoring machine, man. So, shout out to them, man, guys, for sure. Those are the teams of the week. Let's get into the top games of the week. Top games of the week. Tonight, we got UConn, number 3 UConn, going down to the Garden versus the number 22 St. John Giants, coached by legendary coach Rick Pitino. We got Pitino versus Hurley. This is popcorn seminar right here. So let's see who that wins. Give me St. John's in this game. I think UConn, they're riding the lights wave, but St. John's, they got their swag back. Ian Jackson, Dalen Darling, Isaiah Stellers, Zuby Ejiofor, Bryce Hopkins, they deep. So give me St. John's in that. Now, we got number 4 Duke versus number 14 North Carolina. I said it earlier. Caleb Wilson. It's going to be at home. You got the crowd behind on Henry Vezar. It's going to be a good matchup. It's on Carolina's guards to really step up. If we neutralize Boozer early, get the guards, mission shots, kind of speed them up, I think we'll have a good game, though. Seth Trump's back, so in Carolina we trust. Number 8, Houston versus BYU. Give me BYU in this game. BYU need this big win. This might be the biggest game for BYU in their season and schedule right now. It'll be good for their morale and just for the program to knock out Houston. Just take it off back-to-back losses versus Oklahoma State and Kansas. So let's see what the BYU guys are about, man. Richie Saunders, AJ DeBonsi, Robin Wright. Let's see what y'all about right now. Number 25, Tennessee at Kentucky. This is a rivalry. This is rivalry. This is gonna be this is some good games now. Like I said, we're gonna see what these teams are about. Give me Tennessee, man. Nate Hammond and Jacoby Gillespie, they're shooting the ball right, man. Tennessee is on a 5-game win streak. They're winning on the road. They're finding ways to win. They kind of started off rough, but now they're starting to figure out. So Nate Hammond is going crazy with back-to-back 20 over 20 points per game in his last last games. 28 points his last game, 29 the game before that. So, man, shout out to Nate Hammond for figuring it out as well on the fly, man. The guy, people was on his back. Now, Baylor at Iowa State. This could be a good big game for Baylor. Baylor is the worst team in the Big 12 right now. That getting that former draft pick, James Niji, wasn't really a smart move, I see. It didn't really solve the problem. So give me Iowa State by a lot in this game. Then you got number 5 Illinois, number 10 Michigan State. Michigan State just lost to Rutgers. So Michigan State really need this game. So give me Michigan State in this game, man. They really need this. They need to out physical. They just gonna get they swag back. Let's drop 2 to get back at top of the standings. And even though I said Illinois was a number 1 seed right now overall, but I'm be surprised they won. They've been winning on the road. They just beat Nebraska, beat Purdue. So that's the reason why I said that. Just beat the top end. But Izzo needs this win for his team. Jeremy Fears has to play better, shoot the ball better. Their bigs got to shoot the ball better. Corn Carr got to play better. So everyone in this is an important game for Michigan State, though. So let's see how this turns out. But give me Michigan State in this game. And the last game of the week, Michigan at Ohio State. Now, this is a big game for Ohio State. Ohio State did this game tremendously. If Ohio State can get this win, this win puts Ohio State in the tournament right here. So let's see what they're about, man. They just beat Maryland by 20, but this game, or if you beat Michigan deeply, you get the back of Buckeye Nation for really, and big for recruiting, in-season recruit, in-state recruiting as well. Get my tongue tied. I'm a little excited about this game. This is a big heavyweight matchup. So hopefully Buckeyes can knock off Michigan. So give me Buckeyes versus the Wolverines in this game. Came kind of close though on the road. Cut it a couple weeks ago when the Buckeyes was in Ann Arbor. But I like this game. I like big game for Bruce Thornton and Mobley at home. Buying them in Devon Road. So I like this game a lot. So give me the Buckeyes. But that's all for this week, though. We're gonna give you a lot of recap, but like, share, subscribe, and it's the best podcast in the world as far as college basketball. We got NBA and football coming soon later, man. So like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, baby.